my name is Jackie Camacho-Ruiz, and today I will be reading the very first chapter of my book, Today's Inspired Latina, Volume 3. I will be sharing the story of Minue Yoshida, one of the amazing authors that have contributed to this amazing series, which, by the way, has become the largest collection of Latina stories in a book anthology series in the entire world. I'm ready to launch Volume 7 and Volume 8. So today I share with you Chapter 1. Your mission pursues you, so stop running. Minue Yoshida. Your mission will chase you and find you. There are people who know what they want to be from an early age. They have a clear vision in their minds, and if you ask them what they want to be, they immediately respond, a fireman, a teacher. I was never one of those people. Growing up as the youngest of 4 children, I didn't have a clue about what I wanted to be, but I quickly discovered what I wanted to do. As a small girl in Mexico City, I was watching a television program featuring men and women wearing the dazzling traditional dresses of the different regions of the country. Performing in France, they were proudly representing their country through the ballet of Amalia Hernández. ¡Qué belleza! ¡Qué orgullo! Even now, a few decades later, when I see it again, I'm still mesmerized by the beauty and perfection of the dancers. I remember thinking, okay, this is what I want to be when I grow up. I didn't know the name of the profession or the exact job. I just knew that I had to do something bigger than me, something about sharing cultures around the world, about tolerance, respect, acceptance, and embracing multiculturalism. I didn't know then that this was my mission. Now I understand as it was my calling. We also have a calling, something that we're amazing at, something that comes easy for us, something we are born to do. A gift, un don, un regalo de Dios. And the sooner we allow that mission to guide our path, the sooner we'll discover happiness. This is a story of how my mission chased me and found me. I know for sure that your mission will do the same for you. The sooner you recognize the signs and embrace your mission, the sooner you'll find happiness, freedom, and purpose. Here's how it happens. Your mission whispers to you. Listen to the signs around you. When I was young and trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life, my mom hired a vocational coach. After administering some tests, he told me that I already knew. You can do anything because you like everything. Thanks for the news. The end of my high school was approaching like an out-of-control train. My father garnered international recognition for his extensive pediatric research. We were invited to a very sophisticated restaurant and had a private dinner with some very important people. So I was told, I still don't remember their names. One of those hosts asked me the question dreaded by a directionless list high school seniors. What are you going to study in college? Since I must have panicked, confused, looked at my face, he asked me what I enjoy doing the most. Okay, I can answer that. I told him I wanted to do something for the world, where I could help others and make justice always prevail. I cannot believe how ambiguous that sounds now. For some reason, he took pity on me and my uncertainty. Giving me his business card, he told me, "You're a very smart girl from a brilliant lineage. I know you'll go far. I think you would be a great lawyer and you should focus on international law. When you do, call me. I'll hire you." Since that was the only opinion in my confused mind, I pursued that path the very next year. I applied to the best universities in Mexico City. The Universidad Panamericana called and said they had good news and bad news. The bad news is that I had passed the law exam, but enrollment was closed. The good news is that I could enroll in the School of Pedagogy, Education, and in 6 months, automatically switch to law. And so, with my newfound direction, I began my college career, and I thought, 6 months will fly by. Little did I know about the relationship between mission and destiny. The first day of classes, we had 6 teachers, all of them PhDs, authors, experts on topics ranging from psychology to law. One of those teachers, Dr. Maria Pliego, offered some insight similar to this. Education is the key to all the doors in the world. We define it as we're finding the potential of human beings and bringing them towards their level of perfection. Education starts at conception and ends with our last breath. We learn and educate ourselves and others every day, and it's the way to move from existence to transcendence. The world stopped spinning as she was speaking. I was mesmerized. She finished, and with my eyes wide open, I smiled broadly. My path had been revealed to me. I had fallen madly in love with our human potential. After graduation, I worked in the operations and process department for an international company. My job was to travel to the US, learn and record their methodology, then bring the know-how to Mexico. This job was second nature to me since I had always thought in terms of flowcharts and to-do list. Soon I was asked to explain a few of those processes to my other colleagues, and before I knew it, I was in the training department. Soon, they asked if I would be willing to take over the training manager position for the office in Monterrey, Nuevo León. Although it meant leaving my friends, family, and city, I jumped right into this challenge. What a life-shaping choice. My 10-trainer team was the best, both personally and professionally. In fact, I still talk to them and would love to work in a snap. In those days, my mission was whispering to me. After a few years, I had so much to give. My fish tank was not big enough. So when another company offered me the next challenge in Mexico City, I accepted immediately. This time, I was leading the membership retention and quality department for the US throughout Latin America. We ran operations in different countries, launched successful programs, including a comprehensive certification program in 3 languages, and found interactive ways to help others learn a new skill, improve their abilities, and expand their horizons. Once again, I was training and I was helping others find their light. Your mission emerges. It's true. Your mission will find you. My mission started to manifest in one of its purest ways, through traveling to different countries and learning other languages. It was one of my finest work experiences. The people I met, the people who worked besides me, and the ones I left in other countries all became part of my dream and my life mission before I realized it. Then my life changed again. After finding my loving life companion, we got married and bought our first home in Virginia. Undaunted by moving to a new country and culture, I started working in another division of the same company. This time, I was supporting member services, focusing on other interaction and customer experience in the US and Mexico. In a few years, I became part of the selective group of international managers. Very soon, I was helping establish a training program for diverse groups and teaching others in speaking in public. My mission pursued me yet in another country. After 3 years, once again pursuing an opportunity, I found myself in New York working for the largest advertising and marketing group in the world as a consultant for diverse Fortune 100 companies. I enjoyed finding sales and service gaps, ways to improve their revenues, areas of opportunities from hiring and recruiting profiles to compensation and product lines. And as fates would have it, I ended up doing these 3 things: training, development, and public speaking. I guess you can see the trend now. After 4 years, a friend told me a financial company needed someone with my skills, knowledge, and experience, focused in the Hispanic market. Since I was a co-founder of Latino Employee Resource Group in the advertising company, I thought this new job was perfect. Later on, I expanded to all multicultural markets in the US. I was thrilled to be working on my dream job. For many years, I learned about leadership, diversity, and inclusion, and multicultural marketing from amazing people. But most importantly, I learned from myself. Since 2010, I have been featured as a keynote speaker for many events at prestigious companies, colleges, and universities. It is when I meet the people at each event that mean the most to me. They wait in line and talk to connect with me. I have people laughing, yelling, and crying at my sessions. I'm able to touch their thoughts and feelings, and they touch mine. In 2012, people started asking me, "Did you bring your book with you? Could you sign it?" And all I could respond, "Sure, it's on the way. I need to start typing right away." My friend and colleague, who started a large group of Latinas, started inviting me to speak to Chicago, New York, Florida, Washington, and many other global Fortune 500 companies. Suddenly, my mission found me. I saw it clearly. Help others feel inspired and take action. Recognize your mission. When you find your mission, embrace it and stop running from it. My position in my company was eliminated. I searched for an option internally and externally, but all were limited in creativity, innovation, and territory. So for the first time, I listened to myself. I followed my heart and decided to be loyal to my calling, to put myself in places and situations where I can help others shine with their own light. For a few months, I felt something squeezing me, cushioning me, and making me quit. I thought it was despair, anger, and anguish. Instead, it was my mission hugging me in joy, embracing me like the precious 8-year-old boy when I come back home from traveling. With nothing in my way, I stopped running. I realized that it doesn't matter how hard you run and how well you hide, your mission will chase you and will always find you. So I created my own company. The first step in following your mission is to listen to the positive words, the words that will make you do things. Eliminate the word can't from your vocabulary. Your mission can only find and reveal itself and be achieved if you believe it is possible. Something you've been doing your entire life. It could be a single thing, a series of things, or a very tactical list of things. And if you cannot recognize your own strength, remember that our mission pursues us by manifesting itself with tremendous clarity from others. Think of something that people notice and tell you, like, you should do X. When are you doing X for a living? You're awesome at it. Why aren't you doing X if you have so much talent? Universal truth can allow others to see what you cannot. Let others tell you that you're amazing and start doing it. Once you find yourself traveling the path of your mission, you have one more obligation. Pass it on. When you see someone as lost as you once were, help them stop running from their mission. Your mission is like the Olympic torch. Once it touches you, and it will, you have no choice but to take it. Start running and find someone to whom you can pass it on. The crystal clear signs are all there. Stop running from what you are supposed to do and run with it. My name is Jackie Camacho-Ruiz and I'm the founder of today's Inspired Latina book series. And today I've read the first chapter from Minue Yoshida, one of the contributing authors of Volume 3. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the series, 197 stories of Latinas that will captivate your heart. Thank you.